Hello, and welcome back to Beethro's Teacher. Level 3. We are making pretty good time. So after playing through this, I was reminded of a comment I got on the first episode, I think it was, of the series, where somebody was saying that part of the reason this hold might have an infamous reputation is that it doesn't really have a difficulty curve. And I think that I've personally had the most trouble with the first level so far. Like this third level, well, the second level had some tricky stuff as well. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't found the rooms yet. Maybe this will be the one. But the third level has been the easiest so far, is what I'm trying to say. Just in my experience. Which is funny, because Wraithwings, as an enemy, have a bit of a reputation, and this seems to be the Wraithwing level. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. Okay, well, this looks complicated. Also, it goes to the north, which means that we're not necessarily looping all the way around here. Okay. What have you got to say? Also, I guess we're probably not having any guards in this hold. I wonder. All sorts of tricky stuff you can do with guards, but we'll see. Right, so I have to... I can shuffle enemies a little bit while I'm doing this. I'm just going to assume I don't need to, because that just sounds really awful. Trying to predict that in advance.
Charge, Smitling. Attack the cave to the southwest first. Show no fear.
Okay. Attack the cave to the southwest first. Well, based on what I'm seeing here, I don't know if there's anything else I could do. These are just going to spawn a bunch of roaches, which are just going to be harassing me from behind, I guess? Not even. If I'm here... Okay, is this a concern at all? I can get the roaches out however I want. The roach queens are stuck on arrows. This is from a time when arrows couldn't disable, so I don't even have to check that. So I'm just gonna go in and kill them. So this entire thing, I think I can just completely ignore. What's going on here? I can eventually get down here, hit the orb to give myself a passage through. So this mechanism is just a one-way path. This mechanism opens that up, okay. This... lets these out. Is there anything to this room at all? What am I missing? I guess we'll just do it and see what happens. Like, I just go in and kill everything, right? Like, I don't think...
Right. Galloping blindly to the southern passage would not have been much good.
You mean doing this first? I guess? Hold on, but why? But you know what? I do what I want.
Charge, Smitling.
Which is to be
attack the cave to the southwest first. Show no fear. Are you not listening to my guidance? Can you prevent all monsters from entering that small alcove?
What alcove?
Okay, so there's going to be something in here that's a reason, but like with all these walls, I mean, I can destroy walls. I don't see anything immediately that's going to cause an issue. Okay, no.
Oh, that alcove. I hate it when that guy's right.
Okay. I don't know how clearing this first would help. Yeah, so this is the whole trap of the entire room, is that I can't... So I'm guessing I probably just want to put a Wraithwing here.
Charge, Smitling. Attack the cave to the southwest first. Show no fear. Right, galloping blindly to the southern passage would not have been much good.
So, as long as... Okay. There we go. As long as I get the Wraithwing out so that it doesn't have a chance of getting stuck on the arrows. I'm assuming I just need the one. It's a little bit annoying, but... Okay. So we've got a Wraithwing out. I guess I do need to deal
Be
with
sure
these.
the southern area affords escape before going there.
So this is enough to get a Wraithwing out of this little area. So I'm not entirely sure what he's talking about having to pay attention to there. I guess not doing that. Is he going to say something? Yeah. Alright, how do I deal with that? Well, probably by... putting you over here. And just letting roaches block you for a bit. No. No, obviously that's not gonna work. Okay, I guess this works. But now I need to do this fast enough that I don't have a huge roach pile up. This isn't going to work. I'm just seeing if he's going to say something. Okay, interesting. Now I could have multiple Wraithwings alive. Maybe that would make this easier. Yeah, because at this point, the Wraithwing goes first, which I don't want, because if the Wraithwing does that, I actually don't think I have enough leverage here to get it out ever. So I actually want a wall of roaches here now. Unless I'm able to do this whole thing in enough time that not a single roach spawns, but I don't think that's likely. I think this is more than 30 turns to get around here. Yeah, because I'm already 20. Yeah, there's... Yeah, 2 spawns of roaches have happened. 3 spawns of roaches have happened. Yeah, okay, that's just never gonna happen. This is not the kind of passage that I could chase a Wraithwing through. So... I have to go first. I could have a Wraithwing follow me, but this prevents that. Okay. I guess I don't actually have to clean out the roaches. So...
Charge, Smitling. Attack the cave to the southwest first. Show no fear. Right. Galloping blindly to the southern passage would not have been much good.
What if... we just
Be sure the southern area affords escape before going there.
We have multiple Wraithwings. Okay, well there are 6 Wraithwings, there are 6 spots here, so I think this is just long enough that I'm not going to get a bunch of Wraithwings across here. So what I'm trying to do will not work, no matter, like, even if I save all the Wraithwings here. Is there a way to do this without Wraithwings? Because the thing is, I'm hitting this. Interestingly.
Be sure the southern area affords escape before going there.
I don't have to hit that orb right away. I don't think that does me any good. Because when I do that, a roach is getting here no matter what I do. Because a Wraithwing at most would be here at this point. Yeah, and if I want to get a Wraithwing here... If I want to get a Wraithwing here... I'm already too close anyway. Oh no. Okay, I think my new idea is kind of awful. Which is get, like, a bunch of Wraithwings here to form a wall, or maybe just 2 like this. then if I'm going over here, they will come this way, so that's not going to work. So if I was here, and we had roach, 2 roaches like this, 4 wraithwings, and then another roach, and I guess another roach here. So if it was 4 roaches, 4 wraithwings, and a roach, I would still be stuck, because once I start going this way, then this will break.
Charge, Smitling.
Okay, this is actually kind of awful. How's this going to work then? Because I'm not getting a wraithwing here once I'm in here, unless I have multiple wraithwings that are going to be attracted to me. So maybe I want a wraithwing down here then, for attraction purposes? So that... Well, no, because if there's a wraithwing here, I can't use this wraithwing as cover. Because if I step here, it's just going to get me. Because then there's flanking stuff going on. Alright, I think we found the hard room on the level. The reason that it's hard is because, like all these other rooms, there was a pretty obvious setup. It was like, okay, where do you need the wraithwings? What are they doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And this one wasn't even really a wraithwing puzzle. It was just a wraithwing was the enforcement mechanism for the other stuff in the puzzle. But this is the first actual use wraithwing movements, multiple wraithwings together, use their movement in some way in open space in order to do something. So this is the only one where the room architecture doesn't just immediately tell you what you want the wraithwings for. So again, getting a wraithwing down here, I mean I can get it out afterwards because they can fly. However, the issue is like really it's just I don't want roaches coming in here. What can I possibly do with 6 wraithwings? Like this is more than enough to hold 6 wraithwings. So it's not a matter of just leave all the wraithwings alive and avoid getting them stuck in here, because that's still a fail state, because when I get over here, all the wraithwings are going to end up in this pit. So that's not it. Wraithwings. Right, so I think we've identified some fail states. Any wraithwings down here is a fail state, because then I'm just going to get attacked from behind when I'm trying to do stuff over here. Okay, I guess if I'm standing here and I hit the orb, that prevents a roach from moving here, so if I could have a wraithwing come down this way, that might work. If I can get a wraithwing to move to here specifically. And if that's my goal, because he's telling me to avoid getting a roach. It sounded like the trigger was for this alcove. Hold on, let's...
Are you not listening to my guidance? Can you prevent all monsters from entering that small alcove?
What alcove? Oh, that alcove. I hate it when that guy's right.
Okay, so he's talking about It has to be this, right? Because this isn't a fail state. This doesn't matter. And yeah, obviously I need to hit that, but it's whatever. Right, so from here, if I have some number of Wraithwings alive at this point, and I had one Wraithwing down here and some number of Wraithwings up here, they would block this. Would this actually work though? Because if I had multiple Wraithwings coming in here, would one... Like the only way I'm getting a Wraithwing on this spot like that's... It doesn't seem impossible, but it seems really chaotic. Because I'm going to need a bunch of Wraithwings coming in. I'm going to need a Wraithwing here, which causes Wraithwings here to multiple Wraithwings here. So I need like 3 Wraithwings. These ones decide to attack because of a Wraithwing here, which seems implausible. And then I move north to stab it, which scares these Wraithwings because there's now nothing on my right flank. So then they just sit there. But the thing is, these are 5. I don't think these Wraithwings are going to come in unless there's a Wraithwing here. So like, I don't know about this.
Charge, Smiteling.
This is the kind of Wraithwing manipulation that I'm not a fan of, because, I mean, just because the thing I'm trying to do is not the kind of thing I enjoy trying to do. There might be a different solution that'll be better, but if this sort of stuff is what I need to do to get this to work, I'm really not a fan of this.
Right. Galloping blindly to the southern passage would not have been much good.
This Wraithwing is being a little bit too aggressive, but we can... No, we can't. We can't fix
Right.
that. Okay. Well,
Right. Galloping blindly to the
let's
southern
just kill this
passage
roach first.
would not have been much good.
Okay, then the Wraithwings were more cooperative anyway. Okay, so this
Be
gets
sure
me...
the southern area affords escape before going there.
So this gets me all the Wraithwings out. Okay. I did not get all of them around here, but let's just see how this plays out. So, I could get these 3 up. Well... Okay, that's going to be an issue. Okay, let's just...
Be sure the
get
southern area
all the
affords
Wraithwings
escape
out.
before going there.
There, all the Wraithwings are out. Now we're going to move them up this way. Yeah. Now I'm trying to get through, but these roaches are in the way. Okay, I have 3... Okay, that got me 1. I don't think this is enough, though. Also, there's still this problem. How do I deal with that? How I deal with that? The only way to deal with that is to have a roach to the right of the Wraithwing. Which... the only way that's happening is if I do something like that. Okay, so I will get... Now, I don't think I want a roach in there, or everything in there. And they all fell in. They all fall in. Okay, well... there we go. Okay, we got one out at least. Does this let me do anything? No. Okay, well... problem is... like, how did I get this to even work the first time? Okay, I can get another Wraithwing across this way. And then... okay, that's at least in the spot I want. So let's see if this works. I probably don't want a Wraithwing here. I think that's going to make this impossible. Yeah, because it's being too aggressive. No, we want roach. We want roach first, but then we want. Okay, so maybe I just have to kill more of these roaches before we go in here. Okay, we have some in there, but that's probably fine. But no, we need... okay, let's just get some... This is just awful. I do not like anything about this. Like, I need roaches to my right. I need roaches to the right of the Wraithwings. Which... is never gonna happen. is never going to happen. Unless these Wraithwings are scared of me. What are you doing? Okay, kill a Wraithwing. Too many Wraithwings. No, go away, go away. But now I need... Okay, I got one Wraithwing up top. Okay. But now I have too many roaches. I have to wait once there. But now I don't have... I simultaneously have too many and not enough roaches. And just messing around like this and hoping that it's eventually going to work is never going to work. Because of how this is set up. Because I have 6 spots here. So, which means that when I'm over here, if all of the Wraithwings are over here, the Wraithwings move before the roaches. This is never going to work. Can any of the Roach Queens be extracted? It doesn't look like it. I could get a Roach out that has a faster turn order than these Wraithwings. These roaches are faster. All the roaches that are in here are faster than the Wraithwings that are in here. That would let me do my shuffling over here.
Charge, Smitling. Attack the cave to the southwest first. Show no fear. Right. Galloping blindly to the southern passage would not have been much good. Right. Galloping blindly to the southern passage would not have been much good. Be sure the southern area affords escape before going there. Be sure the southern...
So, this is even worse though, if I'm trying to... I'm trying to get these roaches out. I think I'm just going to completely reject this this type of solution, because if something like this is the solution, then I frankly just don't want to play the room. Because that's going to be incredibly fiddly. This whole thing seems incredibly fiddly. That's the thing about like harder old rooms from that era, is that you have a lot more like heavy execution requirements, but multiple Wraithwings at a time is never an execution thing I want to do. It's just going to end up being an incredibly negative video. Unfortunately, but that's just the way DROD is sometimes. I like a lot of DROD, but there are some types of puzzles in DROD that I really dislike. And exercising fine control over large numbers of monsters with unpredictable movement is definitely one of my dislikes. So there's not really any other architecture here. Like, there's this. I could put a Wraithwing up here and then go back down. And that would let me... I don't know what that would let me do.
Charge, Smitling. Attack the cave to the...
But it's a thing to try.
Right. Yeah. Would not have been much good.
Okay, so we're gonna go up here. Don't have a single Wraithwing cooperating, because of course we don't. Okay. Come on, get up. And then stay. Wraithwings are...
Charge.
sure are a monster type.
Right. Galloping blindly. Right.
Okay, let's get... That's all the Wraithwings are gonna get out now. Okay, we got all the Wraithwings. Okay, now if I really don't like you. Okay. Is that good enough? Is a single Wraithwing there good enough? I think I still want Wraithwings here.
Be sure the southern area affords escape before going there.
Okay, so I can... Even with that, all that does is get me a Wraithwing up ahead here. Because it takes so long to do all of this, that getting a Wraithwing up here ultimately doesn't matter. Because it's the same as having it just in this space, but above the roaches. And then we got this problem. Right, so that looked like it could have been a thing, but ultimately it ended up being useless. Okay, well... I could be in this spot with a Wraithwing up here, so let's just do it. Is there a way I could make better use of those roaches? Like if I'm waiting over here... No. Because they're always going to shuffle. It's always going to shuffle the roach to the front. Putting a Wraithwing over on this side doesn't help me, because then it's just getting down here. It'll be ahead of the roaches no matter what. I don't know that keeping all of the roaches alive, or all of the Wraithwings alive, helps me necessarily. One of them got through anyway. I mean, I can...
Be sure the southern area affords escape before going there.
What happens if I do this? I have a Wraithwing up top. But all of them go in there. Because I need to get past here, and then I need to backtrack, and somehow have enough. Like there's two contradictions here. I need to not have Wraithwings in this pocket. Maybe I don't want Wraithwings in this pocket. Maybe that's the solution. If I have only Wraithwings here, then they might be attracted to me when I step here. But they'll just attack from here though, won't they? I guess the other problem with this is that I don't even know if my setup if the thing that I'm trying to set up... Okay, well, yeah, just flooding monsters never works. It just never works. Because there's no way to shuffle it that doesn't get the Wraithwings up at the front. But it's also kind of impossible to predict how the Wraithwings are going to move. Are going to move if I'm doing this. Alright, well, this room has put me in an incredibly bad mood. I hate everything about this, and I think I'm just going to stop and try it again another time, and maybe I'll be feeling better. I will see you then.